Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something? Is this about your studies?
Look at the blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde. We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
We'll all wind up dead if we don't get a handle on this.
Another warden at our side could make the difference.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight. But we'll be spread thin around the village. There's only so many of us. We need to make that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
Everyone here needs a break.
The Wardens aren't big on vacations.
But wouldn't it be nice?
So what now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready.
Is anyone ready for anything lately?
We've got to be.
Check back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
Come on, let's check on the Warden sentries.
Evka and Antoine need us in here. Got... Back again? Good to go? Got something in mind? here if you need us.
Hey, Evka sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is sound. We'll stand together and see it through. We won't fail.
Tell Evka we're ready.
Well, look who it is. Name's Warden Augustin.
Evka sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it. And you go where the fight is, don't you? Tell Evka I'm ready. We'll hold Lavendel.
Hey, Evka wanted me to check in. Are you ready?
I am. The Darkspawn won't win this one.
Not on our watch.
We took those dragons, we'll take this too.
We should get back to Evka.
They're coming. They're coming.
Evka, the sentries are ready.
Good. Are you?
That's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
It came from the glade.
Let's move. Can't let them break through to the village.
Lavendel is the only village left alive out here.
We make sure it stays alive.
Not off the hook yet.
Stay in cover.
more fight left out there.
All right, be ready for the next call. We can check on the caves, see how the fight is there. We'll head to the farmlands.
Rook! We've got things covered here. Grab supplies if you need them.
Thanks.
We've got backup. Let's push them back.
Come on, then! What's there to lose now?
Another horn from the gate.
Come on.
They're here.
Good. I'm all warmed up.
Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share. Antoine.
What's that?
Something evil. A strange calling in the blight.
Something to look into.
Yes. But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
It's in here too.
You're sure?
It's faint, but yes.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
I'd suggest we celebrate, but Antoine heard something strange in the Blight, and...
It's not music you want to dance to.
The Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods, but now... There's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands. It pulses. Weird. Pulling somewhere dark. It sounds... I don't know. Pleased?
What does that mean?
We don't know yet.
Likely nothing good.
Right, but the Blight sounds pleased? How?
That's the closest word I had. It's a very unnerving type of pleased. If that makes you feel better.
Not really.
We need more time to study what the new song means, and where it leads.
And you can't listen to it all the time. We don't know what it is.
Evka, But yes, we have many different tests to run. Remember to visit Rook. We'll have results eventually.
Until then, stay safe.
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new Blight continues.
We know the gods changed the Blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
You sure you're not underselling the scariness there?
I don't know. We could try again.
And give Rook nightmares?
So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean... Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
So we kill this eruption. It can die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their Blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The Blight poisons so much. Water, plants, Animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Antoine keeps listening for something. Like the blight.
Blighted dragons.
All right, let's find the
Rook, I'm Sawyer. Watch your back out there.
What's going on?
Mercenaries. They're taking advantage of the Blight and looting what was left behind. They attack Wardens on sight even as we're fighting all this. A scout saw torches headed towards the redoubt. If they manage to break into the cauldron, there's dangerous relics out there and blighted weapons, and those mercenaries would sell to the highest bidder.
Can't let that happen. If I can stop them, I will.
We'd be in your debt, more than we already are.
Have you seen Ivan?
He kept talking about a tree. Said it was very beautiful.
What about the
Here they come.
Mercenaries.
Take whatever you find.
Already on it.
Go! No witnesses. Take whatever's on.
Works for me.
Get out of there before it's too late!
Keep up the pressure!
On your left! Heads up, on your right!
Warden Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal, and they're willing to kill for it.
But look at the Blight and see a chance to profit.
We can't let this stand.
There's something in here. It's not good.
We follow your lead.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
While holding off Dark Spawn.
End it now.
Better move before more darkspawn show up.
Up on the ledge. We can hit the tendrils from there.
A tendril! It's attached over there!
We've got the last warden who found us.
You'll pay for that.
Nicely done,
No quitting! These people are tough! We're dropping assets!
This isn't the last of them.
One for us.
Get ready.
Let's get the wood! Show us!
We need to close it.
On my order.
Watch the ranged attack! You and me now!
for the mercenaries.
Then we got our target.
Good. The Wardens have enough on them. Their minds as it is.
We can tell Warden Sawyer.
Be ready.
I'll make this quick.
Keep it coming, Rook.
A ballista.
Never turn down one of those.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
What is... Is that the Blight eruption?
Mierda.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. I can hear that eruption. Spreading blight. We need to stop this. It's like an echo in my head. Keep fighting! We're stopping this thing!
Watch out, on your left!
Blight! Keep going!
We won't give in!
This is it. Let's get that eruption. All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up. All right. Time to destroy this thing. Sawyer, the mercenaries you mentioned, we stopped them.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens, some of that may be better destroyed. We'll see to that too.
Follow me and don't record.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I'm not sure words will do it justice. Maybe I should draw you a picture.
Oh, yes. Would you? We'll check the site, but I'll keep your version for our notes.
Make sure to sign it. When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Look at you. Out here with the flowers and a moment alone. That I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some Wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the Wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but FK and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
I'm a Grey Warden. Whatever comes at us next, That's not changing.
Didn't think so.
We continue together.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
A world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They can? Okay, I'll leave you two alone. With the flowers. And the sweet moment I didn't interrupt.
It's fine, I promise. Are you worried we don't go on dates? Because we do. Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible.
Need and knowledge.
Davrin. Doing some renovations?
Building a trophy cabinet. With figures I'm carving.
You could just take a shelf from somewhere else in the lighthouse.
Come on. There's no fun in that. Like to see Tosh put together a collection like this.
Don't tell them that. We'll be knee-deep in dragon corpses. Maybe you could carve the rest of us.
Maybe. It might be good to carve the people still around, once this is all over.
So, when you're making those carvings, if your leader just happened to look a little taller?
I don't measure them to scale, Rook.
All right. All right. I'll see you around.
Good taste.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Thea waiting.
Certain the fledglings should see you smile this much. Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
Lucanis would have stayed in the base drinking coffee if I hadn't agreed to come along.
Andraste, save us. I swear these boys are exactly the same. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Undertea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
How are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Better once we kill Zara Renata. It's him I'm worried about.
Hilario can be a handful, but this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next, and my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come, I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
How did you stay on her good side?
What good side?
To hear Katerina tell it, Lucanis can do no wrong.
It's easy to look good standing next to my cousin.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Another message asking for help dealing with Venatori. Let's get to it. Break those crystals. We need to get through that barrier.
Don't toy with me. You've got a list of people we call.
Let's hurry. I don't like the tone of that note. Huh. Some kind of fabulous treasure buried in the city.
In Minrathos. It's a trap.
This should never happen. Not anywhere.
Masked mystery. Secrets of the Viper. Reliable source.
Oscar's disappearing from Docktown. But why? Something to look into.
Why don't you care about
Those missing buskers performed here. Let's see what we can find. Wine. A lot of it.
Silent plains beget. Only Venatori would drink that swill.
They were here for a while, drinking. Waiting for... what? Let's check outside. See where they went. Wine. Probably a cheap vintage. Well, that's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt?
All right, Dad.
Alos, how are you?
Huh? Glad to be alive.
After the dragon attack, I wanted to check in.
Appreciate it.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the Veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
He really made you happy.
Yes. He really did.
Well, you deserve to be happy. As long as he's not, you know, trying to tear down the Veil again.
That would put a dampener on things, yes.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about embarrassing Elganon in front of all his cultists.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next. That's blood. Did one of the buskers get hurt?
Who's back?
No busker would leave their instrument behind. Strings are broken. Somebody knocked this instrument around. All right. The Venatori are drinking inside. They have a signal for when the buskers finish. The buskers go outside for a drink, they're distracted, then the Venatori ambush them and haul them away. So we don't know why yet, but we know where the buskers were taken. The lookout.
Who dies next? Latest chapter of Ophidian Hall. Read it now!
Close call. Benrathis recovers after dragon attack.
I finished out the list.
Good work. What brought a dragon to me?
Let's find those buskers. Stay ready, though. Venatori are playing. Another message. Still warm. Whoever was on watch just left. Dead. He's Venatori, not one of the buskers.
Stabbed in the back, and not by a professional.
Someone saw their chance and took it. Empty. Where are they? A restaurant pamphlet. The garden. Mentions performers.
Seems a little convenient.
We could approach the garden from the rooftops. That'll give us some cover. We still need to save the buskers. But if this is a trap, let's be smart about it. Veilguard, not far from the garden. That's not a coincidence. Let's go in and see if there's any sign of what happened to the buskers. Someone wasn't spending much on their...
What can I get you?
Have you seen any buskers from Docktown today?
Huh. I heard those songbirds had gone missing.
The Venatori had plans. I set them straight.
It's true what they say then about Grey Wardens. All right. They're below. Just make it quick before someone sees you.
Hello? Who goes there?
Are you the buskers? We're here.
So, are you a fellow felon?
Call me Rook. I've been looking for missing buskers.
Lex Aulus, street balladeer, and sworn enemy of the Venatori, apparently.
How did you piss them off?
Well, say I'd composed a catchy but searing satirical ballad with rhymes for vainglory and excretory. And then Tot said ballad to every performer in town.
And that would do it.
Well, thanks to you and the owner's entirely legitimate seaway access, we live to compose another day. Perhaps it's time we take our act on the road. This city's a lot grimmer lately. Adieu, Rook. We'll sing your praises.
Up there.
Will do.
Everything built up around the docks here.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the on-time Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
If anyone can find a way around that fleet, it's us. Everything seems impossible at the beginning. Just fight one battle at a time. Varric told me that.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
They're taking us seriously, which is flattering. And it can work in our favor.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start in our fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
It's worth a shot, but our allies aren't strong enough to fight a prolonged battle. We could be signing their death warrants, but it's the best plan we've got.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We've still too much unfinished business nipping at our heels. There's time before the next eclipse. It's best we use it.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
For something like this, we'll need everyone we know. Would Morrigan help? Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know she's busy leading the fight in the south, but she knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead. We need to move soon, ready or not.
I agree.
Get some rest and be ready.